that Pedroia had yesterday against Broxton.
He's going to have a tough battle out there tonight. Hiroki Kuroda on the mound. The split finger has been solid. I'll tell you what, he has 12 scoreless innings right now. He's had a couple rough outings prior to 3 starts ago, but has fixed himself.
And Kuroda, 6-4, trying to be the play. He went into Joe Torre and said, when we start, I want to come back. Impressed, and Kuroda spent the whole 2.5-hour rain delay staying loose and ready to get back out there as he strikes out Scutero. Now Dustin Pedroia. And it was
got to be in those situations, and when you hit second, you don't get a lot of those.
Off the glove of Casey Blake. There goes Pedroia. And it's a steal. And he's going to go to third because nobody's at third.
And that's something that should never happen simply because they've seen it before. We saw it in
did it against the Phillies in the series. That's actually with Casey Blake.
Yeah, I was going to say Blake's the spade. He was the one that covered. They whip and keep going.
Now the intentional fourth ball to Ortiz. Carroll was covering. Blake was backing up the play. So if the throw had been there to Carroll.
Between him and the third base bag, just kind of hold him down.
Well, and you can do that if you're holding the ball.
Right.
Kevin Youkilis, 15 average, 14 homers, 46 batted in. The infield double play depth. And he chases that. He's behind in the count here. A check swing. That'll get a run home, and it hits the bag. So Blake let it roll, hoping for the best, but it hit the bag. An infield hit for Youkilis.
Bases loaded, 1 out, not score, and then give up this cheap run. It's tough on you mentally.
Victor Martinez, backdoor slip. And the splitter.
Factored in was that he hadn't won a ball game since May 18th.
That'll get you out there again.
That'll keep you out there.
A ball and a strike. And the splitter in the dirt, and right by Russell Martin, the runners will advance. No more ground ball double play possibility.
Right. Well, both of them have been hot.
So back, normal depth. Runners at second and third. Right back to Kuroda, and he's got Ortiz.
That's why
he's tagged out by Blake.
That's why he's pitching, John. I'm not.
I like your strategy.
If it's hit right back to the pitcher.
Well, all contact plays harder. Some guys
can do it. Some guys can't.
His best year in the big leagues was with the Dodgers. His last year with the Dodgers, 2004. And he chases that slider. 1-0, Boston ahead. Tries that slider again.
I saw him chasing a lot of pitches out of the strike zone yesterday.
He chased that slider, hit it right to Blake, and it just kicked foul before he gloved it. It's not where he is. It's the ball count. And that one is back to the backstop. Right by Russell Martin.
What's the record for wild pitches in the
scoring position for Beltre? 3-2 the count. The slider. And Jamie Carroll throws him out. And still, although never getting the ball out of the infield, the Red Sox get 1 run out of it, leading Torrey's Dodgers 1-0. Have had runners in scoring position in each of the first 2 innings, but have not been able to score. And they're institute of okay. And you go.
1 pitch into his career.
First pitch he saw, he launched for a grand slam, and he's been continuing to hit the ball hard over and over again. That's his 10th hit in 26 big league at bats.
Base position, cover second base. That's
Hiroki over there at third base too when he sees the ball go through on the stolen base.
Well, so I don't think that's the. I think it's easier to do it with the infielders.
So the shortstop,
Johnny Damon's journey in the World Series, showed everyone what could happen.
And the slider And that's all for the veteran Mike Cameron, the second part of Sunday Night Baseball interleague play. And auto on the count to McDonald. Mike Cameron is just recently back from injury. J.D. Drew, the regular right fielder. Scudero on deck with Nava running. And Martin Stroh, he got him. DeWitt with the tag, and McDonald strikes out into a double play. You started to mention when you first came here in 2004 as Marco Scudero leads off, and he takes a Manny being Manny.
Yeah, I was pitching in Toronto tonight, and I was stopped on the way down to the end of the dugout and said, you were doing the right thing. Even, I'm not necessarily saying to have a brag, and especially in this market, they don't let go.
Base hit to center for Scudero, who struck out his first time. And Pedroia.
When he was playing hard as well as anybody I've ever seen.
Pedroia got an infield single. Trying to get things going here with the big. We're like one of the old-timey pitchers in that World Series. You started 3 times. The runner going, the hit and run.
Same thing that I did were they in my situation, and that's why we won the World Series.
1-2 the count. He's not running this time. That's a base hit to right center. Scudero heads over to third. Sox teams that won the World Series in 04 and 07. And we're prepared.
It's a fastball in the strike zone. He looks good. He looks comfortable. He's confident. He's swinging the bat.
Stress at times if you can win a ball game. And I got in on him.
Yep.
But tagging at third is Scudero. Andre Ethier. And he's going to throw into second. Scudero will score easily. A sacrifice. And 38 shooting. That including with a bloody sock. And this time, he made it. 2-0 Sox. Last of the third, Pedroia in scoring position for Euclid, who bounces it.
Might be able to pitch again, and I said, I'm good, let's do it. He said, well, hold on a second, I need to explain it to you.
No, there's no explaining that, sir.
No.
You think I can pitch again? Let's go.
And that's what we did. They done on the training table and get a couple of them got sick. So
it's a great idea if it lets you pitch, even one game.
Yep.
You mortgage your career to do anything to get out there, especially in the World Series.
Well, that particular game helped them get to that World Series. They have the soccer ball, actually. Brazil, and the way they play soccer, and he was out.
Soccer fans of the Brazilian team.
Pele called it the beautiful game. I used to broadcast Cosmos in the old North American Soccer League. Recipient of the Ford C. Frick Award, and is here tonight. It's in Drysdale. They have Maury Wills stealing bases. Oh, there's that slider. And that's the one he used to always chase. And he wouldn't let Russell.
Not that I'm not already up, but I watched the game.
3 World Cups in 4 chances. But finally, Pele and the rest of the press says, we don't understand that style. We don't like that style. He dubbed Pele El Rey, Pele the King. And his legend was there forever after. As Nava, just with Cleveland at that time, a little bit later he was traded on to San Diego, now with Oakland. Was there. And then made the team at the University of Santa Clara.
Because you'd have to roll over with your top hand. So he has a very nice approach there.
Cameron with the pop-up. And then Cameron veers up.
Has pride in his offense. It's just not there right.
Something that just doesn't happen.
What you try to do worth the risk to go full out here and be on the DL compared to just jogging through solidly.
Even when he's been playing, he doesn't have his stroke right now. 77 at bats so far this year. No homers, only 2 RBIs. He kept playing. McDonald gets into the force play. Blake to DeWitt for the force out on Nava. We're going to the 5th inning now. Clay Buchholz heads top of the order for the Red Sox. Last of the 5th inning against Hiroki Kuroda. And here we are at the top of the order again. Pedroia has been a key man in both of those rallies. He's been outstanding. And yet he's given up a couple of runs.
He missed a lot in those counts.
I don't think he's going to match that again.
Casey Blake. Wide throw, but a nifty bit of footwork there by the very smooth James Loney.
And I think because he's so smooth, even if he was off, the illusion, what is he on? If you get real jump.
And good work there by James Loney. Pedroia. And there is Blake. It's a fair ball. And he stayed on the back for that one, too, pulling it out of. A great defensive first baseman. Often been the guys who have shown most brightly at Fenway. Kind of hitter he had been with the Twins. And that's 100 at bats of any season. And
it wasn't a hit, but if you're struggling, you'll take the sac fly and hope that that gets you on track. But his sac fly was disappointing to him.
And he finally did that. He said mentally he just got himself together and started hitting.
Struck him out with the high slider. And the first 3 up, 3 down inning for Kuroda. On to the 6th. Now the Red Sox last of the 6th inning. And here is Kevin Youkilis, the cleanup hitter, against Kuroda. And he fouls one into the. Were it not for a couple of good breaks, they might not have scored.
And has brought that kind of stuff into this game. Just been nicked up.
6 strikeouts tonight. That slider popped up. Down the line comes Loney into foul territory.
Minneapolis to Omaha, rent the car, get over to the stadium, and do the game.
I hope
to get your resume someday and not have to.
No. And then finally you said,
well, that was even before we had Major League 9 o'clock.
If you want, you can come on back. We'd love to have you.
He's got about 4.
What was San Mateo's nickname?
The Bulldogs.
They were the Bulldogs? I should have went there. But it was the Harvard of the West.
Beltre has grounded a short and struck out against Kuroda. In fact, handled the Red Sox lineup as well as Kuroda.
Well, that tells you that you're a good team when you can.
Short hops the 379 marker. And Beltre has a double. And I think immediately that's the best. When the season began, Nava would have been the 8th, starting off with a hot streak. Years in the Japanese leagues before coming to the Dodgers. And he's off.
As far as pitch count is concerned, threw 106 in his second start against Arizona. This will be the 107th.
The pickoff throw to second, and away from Fox, already ahead 2-0. Mike Cameron on deck, a right-handed hitter. He would be next. And the splitter. Nasty. That puts him away. 8 strikeouts for Kuroda in 6 innings. Garrett Anderson. So here we go. Mike Cameron. One hop to Casey Blake. And Cameron has
been outstanding. I know he's down 2-0. He's gone 6 innings, now 6 1/3. But one of the great Dodgers, Sandy Koufax, says you live away and you pitch in, and he has lived away with that 2-seamer that looks like a ball and comes back and catches the corner, and then that sets up this pitch, that slider away that looks like the fastball that could come back, but it stays out there and actually breaks away from the barrel of the bat. You end up with swings and misses or easy outs.
Darnell McDonald, to the left-hander, and Justin Miller, the right-hander, up for L.A. And that is a swing. I think he's also hit a batter. The slider. There it is again. Strikeout number 9 for Kuroda. Kuroda now 6 2/3 inning.
Phil Hughes has 10, and he would join the American League leaders in W's. There in the National League West.
Andre Ethier. And Scutaro hit it well, but into Ethier's glove. Scutaro 1 for 4. Pedroia stranded on deck. 8th inning, top of the order. Kemp, Ethier, and Manny coming up.